I don't have PowerPoint because it's called technically illiterate earlier today. What I do have is statistics for the last 36 years that Susan Huff Daly helped me with this morning because I was not a math major, I was a music major. But just real quick, this is a great day. It's a great day. We were all part of something so extraordinary. Don't you just feel wonderful? I feel like I'm in a web of music and love. Just to see my old friends, Tammy, and meet new people. Laura LaValle, Leviathan, because I can't say her last name. It just goes on and on. It's just tremendous. And Dale Bauer, I'm sorry I didn't come back to Lycoming much more when I was here. I know I was scant. But anyway, I thought you'd be interested in I don't have PowerPoint, so you have to look at my name. Class of '82, it's my 30th reunion, thank you very much. 36 years. I figure, Fred, if you did 20 concerts a year, I'm not going to account for the 2 years of sabbatical, right? We'll just count them in, because the choir still perform. 720 concerts, plus maybe 180 miscellaneous performances at the Christmas thing and down the street at the church. I get 1,000 total performances, choir performances, since you've been here, okay? Repertoire. Every year, 15 pieces, maybe. Let's go with that, okay? Because some pieces are long, some are short. That makes, times 36 years, where are my numbers here? Plus the chamber choir, 10 pieces, maybe. I get 950 pieces of repertoire. A lot done, composed by people named Lakey and Thayer, but that's okay. We'll let that go. Okay. Hours in rehearsal. How many hours a week? 50? When did you go to school? Oh. Okay. I figure out if we have 6 hours of rehearsal a week, that's 168 hours a year. That makes 3,024 total hours of rehearsal at Lycoming College, or 126 continuous days. That's a lot of D's to hum. Okay. Next, the bus. Just think, all right, this is the question. What is the circumference of the earth in miles? We'll get there in 1 second. I figure every year the tour choir went on a minimum 2,700 bus miles, okay? Because I looked at our year and I figured we went out to Illinois, that was a long trip, some years were less, okay? 2,700 bus miles times 36 years, are you ready? 97,200 total miles. Circumference of the earth, 24,900 miles. Friend Pat, you have been around the earth 3.9 times with 18 to 22-year-olds. That does not include flights. I did not include 9 overseas tours, okay? By the way, that equals 81 continuous days of your life in a bus. And let me tell you, folks, there is no air in those buses. Okay. Number of students. Okay, let's guess 115 students in the choir. Some years, early years less. Now that we have that extra row and that riser. Okay, I'm guessing 115 students per year. And every year Pat was gracious enough to have Eggs Benedict, I hope. You still doing that? Well, then that makes the next statistic out, because if Pat had 20 seniors for breakfast every year, and they each had 2 Eggs Benedict, that's 1,440 eggs. Pat, that's a lot of chickens. And you guys don't do chickens anymore. Anyway, when we were here, friend Pat, were able to have the seniors out for breakfast, and we certainly pigged out on the eggs. Weddings. How many choir weddings have you been to? Did you ever count? No. Okay, you probably don't want to know how many offspring are because of you. Documented offspring. Okay. I figure that maybe over 36 years they've been to 40 weddings. That's 1 a year, maybe a year without. Okay. I figured there were 60 weddings they couldn't get to because they were at Saranac Lake or on sabbatical. So I'm guessing out of the number of students, 4,100 students that have been in the Lycoming Choir, that Fred and Pat attended 100 weddings. I'm sorry, 100 choir couples got married. And if each one of those couples has 3 children, that's 300. 300 children you are responsible for. Because they met in your choir, and Pat is giving Fred the thumb. Okay. I have 2 more points to make. Of course, Laura already mentioned this. The bathrooms. If we sang in 800 different churches total, I'm going to guess, based on my own experience in places like Hobart, New York, and Shiremansville, Pennsylvania, that half of those churches had 1 toilet, okay? And that if that means 400 churches had 1 toilet, that over 36 years you have probably dealt with 200 clogged toilets after dinner. Pat is nodding, that statistic is good, please take that one down. Okay, and this is the reason for the clogged toilet, Fred and Pat. What did we always have for dinner?
Spaghetti.
Mac and cheese. If you had a 1/4 pound of mac and cheese at every meal that you ate with the choir, which was 720 meals, you have eaten over the last 36 years 250 pounds of mac and cheese. Now what I want to know is, why don't they look like that? Thank you very much.